Once upon a time, that bitch Eva villain lived in the city.
Welcome to today's vlog. As you saw the beginning of this vlog, it was a Padres home game. My baby and I went to a Padres home game. They played against the White Sox and Padres won. They hit a couple of home runs and we had a really good time. I found our seats on SeatGeek and we had really good seats. It was a hot day, but we had seats that were under, under shade, but still low at a lower level. And we had a really good view of, the layout. And we had fun. So one of the things here, I don't know whether it applies to other states. In San Diego, whenever the Padres hit a home run, and it doesn't have to be a home game, it could be, the Padres could be playing in New York, and if they hit a home run during that game, in San Diego, you get the option of having a free jumbo jack with the purchase of like a large, a regular medium drink at your local Jack in the Box. So that's what we were for that whole week. After we watched the game, my baby and I, we were kind of like obsessed with just getting jumbo jacks every time the Padres hit a home run, and they were hitting home runs that whole week. So and I'm gluten free, so I obviously can't eat the burger bun, but I haven't had like a burger in 9 months. So once every 9 months or something, I'll crave for a burger, a cheeseburger. And this was one of those times. So I got myself like a jumbo jack courtesy of like the Padres and the home run. Oh my God, the baseball games, they're just so much fun. They're so interactive. The crowd is just, it's just so, the spirit in that stadium is just so fun. It's such a fun and lively activity or event, and it's just so much fun. If you've never been to an MLB Major League Baseball game, you've got to go. It is so much fun. It's so fun. Go Padres. And I think we paid I think I paid $40 for our tickets, $40 each, and then you have the fees. But I'm telling you, our seats, we had really good seats. Just really good seats. I mean, they were perfect for us. But so yeah, definitely recommend going to an MLB game in your town if you have one, or if you ever get the chance to. It's just so much fun. So I have things written down in my book. This is a book that I got from the Five Below store, and Five Below, another really fun thing that, I mean, you walk into a Five Below store and you just instantly, you're happy. You can't help but not be happy. I did get this notebook, and yeah, I love notebooks. So it has these like pages just like notebooks, and I do have like things written in here, like notes about what I want to talk about, or what I want to talk about in my YouTube vlogs, because I get a lot of like things in my mind, and I tend to forget. So one of the top things that I wanted to start off with is this change in like in body care. So I, for years, and I mean years, like 20 some years, I've been like devoutly into, and I've devoutly used, for years I've used Japanese cherry blossom lotion, just lotion, and then Chanel perfume, Chanel number 5. Those are the holy grail, my holy grail scent body care. Bath and Body Works Japanese cherry blossom body lotion, and then Chanel number 5 perfume. But this month, and it's interesting, I've like, we go through changes, and I'm, with me personally, I go through changes with some things, but like I said, with that's something that I never changed. I used it for like 20 some years. And so what happened was, a couple of weeks ago, I decided to order Egyptian musk body oil, and I decided to start. But going back to Japanese cherry blossom body lotion, Bath and Body Works, and Chanel number 5 perfume, there was nothing wrong with it. I loved the combo. I get so many compliments from it, but I wanted to try something different in regards to like, my body care, because I'm getting older. I'm almost 60, and I just wanted, I think, a bit more moisturizing, moisturizing component on my body. And what I wanted to do was oil my body right after I turn off the water in the shower, while I'm still very wet, and before I towel. I wanted to start oiling my body. And one of those oils that I wanted to try was Egyptian musk oil. So I ordered a bottle from Amazon, and this is the bottle I ordered, but for some reason it's out of. I placed an order for Egyptian musk oil through Amazon, and I did get the product. But when I went back to try and reorder it again, like a backup supply, I couldn't find it. It was no longer available. So okay, so first off, in regards to the Egyptian musk body oil, I get these like smaller size bottles. It's a pack of 3. I think you get 1 spray bottle and two regular bottles with not spray in the pack for $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and I filled it up. I transferred my Egyptian musk oil in the big bottle. I transferred it into the spray bottle. So when I'm done with my shower, sorry, I had to put my hair back. Anyway, I transfer it into this. So I'm done with my shower, and before I grab for the towel, I put my hair up in a towel, and then I apply this Egyptian musk oil all over my body, all over. And I'm left with like, and then that's when I towel dry, and I'm left with like, my body is like really moisturized. I feel really moisturized, and I love the subtle scent that it gives me. So I loved this so much. What happened is, I also ordered patchouli. When I was a teenager and I lived in Hawaii, I lived in Hawaii for like 3 or 4 years, and I graduated from I attended McKinley. I attended McKinley when I was, I think, a sophomore, but then I eventually went to Roosevelt up in Makiki, and I graduated from Roosevelt. But anyway, the reason why I'm mentioning Hawaii is because I was 16 years old, 17 years old at that time, and my favorite perfume during that time was this patchouli musk perfume that just, oh my God, it smelled so nice. And so what I did was I ordered this patchouli body oil. So I ordered a patchouli body oil, also from Amazon, and I poured that in here. And I alternate like today's shower, I'll use the patchouli body oil. The following day, I'll use Egyptian musk oil. I'm kind of reverting back to like to the perfume scents that I was using, and that were very popular back in the days when I was a teenager, like when I was 16, 17 years old. Jovan musk oil, but I'm not using Jovan musk oil. Of course, I'm using Egyptian musk oil, and I am using patchouli body oil. And what I'm using, I think what it is I'm converting to oils instead of lotion. And I'm applying these oils right after a shower, before toweling, while all the water drops are still on my body. I apply the oil, and it's just a really nice feel. Another oil that this company carries, this Plant Life company carries, is ilang ilang. And back on the island, on the island of Saipan, ilang ilang is something that's added into like a flower crown. It's called a marmar, and it's a flower crown, and you wear it, like ceremonies. You could just wear it any day you want, but it's more of like an adornment. It's a flower crown, and some of them have the ilang ilang incorporated into it, and it just smells so nice. And sometimes you just grab like an ilang ilang off the tree, and you hang it on your ear. You hang the leaf on your ear, and you get that fragrance. When I go back to the islands, I'll be able to actually show you an ilang ilang tree, an ilang ilang flower, and show you how we use it. Be able to share it with you like in an actual flower crown, fresh, and how we just place it like on your ear, and you have this very pretty flowered, very pretty ilang ilang scent. And ilang ilang is used in a lot of perfumes, like a lot of like really designer perfumes too. Okay, you guys, oh my God. So I'm obsessed with aquafrescas. You know that I'm just the AM PM honeydew cantaloupe aquafresca is my favorite. It is so good with tons of ice on a hot day. AM PM. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. This is just like jumping from one thing to another, but I hope still keeping in track and keeping within that same track. So, jumping real quick back to ilang ilang, I want to also get I think I'm going to get the ilang ilang body oil next. I'm going to order it and use it, and I love all the scents, but I think this lingers a lot more. I'll get a whiff of this, like, around the area, like on my towel, or on something I've worn, the Egyptian musk. So now back to my watermelon slushy. So this is homemade, fresh. I bought a couple of watermelons. They're like in every store right now. So I bought a couple of these from different stores. Walmart had them specifically, like these large, huge watermelons for $3.98, $4, just flat $4 for a large watermelon. So we bought a couple and I cut them up over Memorial Day. I cut them up and I don't like, well, I cut it in half and then I use like an ice cream scoop to scoop out the meat, the watermelon meat. And then I'll freeze most of it, and then I'll put it in my blender with sometimes some water. The first day right after I cut it, when I did make my drink, I had to pour water because it wasn't extruding much of its juice. But by the next day, the container had a ton of watermelon juice, natural. Oh my gosh, this is so refreshing and it's just so simple. It was so simple. I just get yourself a large watermelon, cut it in half, scoop out all the meat, place it in a blender, add some organic maple syrup, really good quality maple syrup. Boom, you've got yourself a really refreshing summer, just fresh juice, watermelon juice. I mean, and my cup is from Walmart. I will try and find it, see if I can find it online. I bought this in store, but it's glass. It's glass and it's comes off and it comes with a straw, and I think this was like $4. But yeah, make yourself watermelon juice. It's so simple, it's so quick, it's so delicious. I made a whole batch for Celine because she loves sandia. In Chamorro, we say sandia for watermelon, and I think it's the same in Spanish, also sandia. But in Chamorro, watermelon, the word for watermelon is sandia. So I made sandia, a sandia juice drink for Celine. I brought it over and and transferred it into her huge water bottle, and she's been drinking it, and she loves it. And I can't wait to do this with my boys also when I get back on the island. Hopefully the island would have recovered enough so that we do have watermelons, that has recovered enough so that we have watermelons on the island. And I can't wait to make watermelon juice with them and for us. Some of my favorite shows, and I know like my vlogs talk about me, but they're actually really a means of me to share what I enjoy and for you to see whether it's something that we have in common or not, or maybe it's just to share things, and it's maybe some things you aren't aware of, and maybe inspire you. And anyway, some of my current favorite shows are definitely Dutton Ranch. I mean, Rip. Okay, let's take a second. Let's take a second for Rip. Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's not Rip. Okay, wait. Rip. For real. Okay. Dutton Ranch. It aired May 15. It airs every Friday, and I love it. I loved Yellowstone. Marshalls is something I don't know. I did watch season 1, episode 1. I don't know if I'm into it, but definitely Dutton Ranch has my attention. Another show that I love, I've watched all the episodes of it and I love it, is Euphoria. Does anybody else like my age, 56, watch Euphoria? When I was working, when I was living in Oregon, and at work, one of my coworkers, she's also like in her 50s, just like me. She randomly asked me, "Hey, do you watch Euphoria?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And she was kind of she just got excited that there was someone that she could talk to in regards to Euphoria, and we just started talking about Euphoria, and it was kind of cool. But yeah, I love Euphoria, and I mean Zendaya, and and Alex Kansani. I mean, wow, just the whole cast, and just I love Euphoria. I mean, it's really for me. You know what? I realize I like dark shows, like dark shows, but they're dark, but they're also light. They're dark light, because I love the Mayor of Kingstown. That's another dark kind of like show. Euphoria is kind of like gives off dark vibes. Dutton Ranch gives off dark vibes. On the subject of Euphoria, guess what, you guys? Okay, so some of the decor furniture pieces that are in Euphoria, that are featured, or that are used on the set of Euphoria, some of those were bought from a vendor at the mart. How cool is that? I'll share their post right here. This is the mart's post and the vendor's post, and wow, that is just so cool that Euphoria bought pieces from one of the vendors at the mart. I mean, that is cool, I think. Oh my gosh, but the best one of all, is, and it was a favorite movie of mine. I loved that movie. It's Practical Magic 2. I mean, I can't wait to watch it. I'm sure it'll be a good one. But yeah, Practical Magic 2, Practical Magic. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. All right, so let's see what else is there to talk about. I mean, I've got a lot to share. Oh, Palm Springs, okay, and Leonardo DiCaprio. All right, so this is me living vicariously through my child, my oldest daughter. So what happened is every year Nordstrom has like an event. It's Every year Nordstrom puts on an event for like the top sales, I think. And my son-in-law has worked for Nordstrom for a good amount of years, and every year he has the opportunity to go to these events, and with my daughter. So one year my daughter and my son-in-law, so Nordstrom, it's an all expenses paid event. Nordstrom pays for the stay, the hotel, the board, the room and board. Nordstrom pays for the flight. One year it was New York. They went to New York. Another year it was Tennessee. Another year it was I can't remember. So this year, though, it was in Palm Springs, and this was during the time when I babysat the girls, they were able to go on their trip. And guess what? Nordstrom rented out Leonardo DiCaprio's house. It's actually Leonardo DiCaprio's house, but it's available to rent out. I think it's like $3,000 a night. And this, excuse me, watermelon, the watermelon. And this is his house in Palm Springs. And so my daughter and my son-in-law and everyone else, that was present at the event, that Nordstrom event, they were able to see and just be there, be present in Leonardo DiCaprio's house. I mean, how cool is that? Nordstrom, Leonardo DiCaprio's house. Today's makeup is just the same basic makeup that I use. It's the Jelly Cheek Tint. Let me grab it. That's the makeup look that you're seeing now. My contacts are, so everything is natural except for, of course, my contacts. I don't have Botox or anything, any procedures done. The only unnatural, not original to my face is my colored prescription contacts, which I get on from TTDI, and I'll share the color here. And my prescription is negative 575 and negative 550. So this is my makeup look. Oh, so yellow teeth. I got this at Walmart. My teeth are so sensitive. Like I prefer like the whitening. Okay, I got all my products just so I could show you. It's a lot. Her method is, it's a lot. So, okay, you know, like, so I floss. I have a water pick, and then I also floss manually. And then the first thing I do is I rinse with closest. And I rinse for like a minute with closest. And then I brush, and these are floss toothbrushes, and she recommends having one for the morning and having one for the evening. And I do brush my teeth twice a day. And then while I'm at work, I don't brush it. I just use like a floss and a pick, and then I use a mouthwash. So I brush twice a day, morning and night. And this is the toothpaste that she recommends you use, and she recommends just regular Colgate. And so what I do is I massage my gums all over, and then I brush my teeth. And then once I'm done, I do use a tongue scraper. I use a tongue scraper, and I have like a metal one, but I should invest in a copper one, because a copper one is actually like microbial, like anti bacteria, a copper one. So I'm going to switch out my metal one for a copper one. And then what I do is I rinse with this Act 2 mouth rinse for a minute. And then I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to rinse with Listerine, but I did use the original Listerine, but I noticed that it triggers, like, you know, my gluten allergies, so I don't. So what I do is I don't use Listerine because it triggers my gluten, you know, allergies. So I rinse with this Act mouth rinse, anti-cavity, and then I finish it off with this TheraBreath oral rinse. And this specific one has xylitol, and xylitol is supposedly known to trigger like heart issues. So, you know, you have to be, but very low findings in mouth rinses. It's mainly like gum and things that you ingest. And so I finish off with this xylitol rinse. And after I rinse with this, I don't eat or drink anything for an hour. But it works out because this is in the morning before I go to work. The last step I'll do is that xylitol rinse. And then, like I make sure I look at the time, or set a timer on my phone for 1 hour, and by that time, I'm still finishing up, getting ready for work, getting my things ready for work. I'm still like, taking the dogs out for their morning walk. I'm getting ready to leave for work, and then I leave for work, and then on my way to work I stop and get gas, etc. So by the time I get to work, it's been an hour, and then I start my job, and I don't eat or drink anything until I go on my. And what I did was, these are big containers, you know, like the closest, it comes in a big container. The Act comes in a big container. So what I do is, once again, I get these vials that come in a 3-pack from the Dollar Tree, and I have my closest in one, and I have my Act rinse in another. That way, I can put these away under the sink, and this is what I have, you know, like up and available for me to use. Are you someone that uses like a tongue scraper? Are you someone that oil pulls in the morning? Supposedly, oil pulling is an Ayurvedic method, and oil pulling supposedly is a detox. It detoxes, you know, these toxins out of your body. That's why they recommend you spit out the coconut oil, and when you rinse your mouth after that initial coconut oil spit out, you have to rinse your mouth to rinse and get all those toxins that coconut oil pulled out. So it's a detox actually. Let's see, another. Let me go put these things on. Be right back. And that whole oral care routine is something I learned off of Dr. Ellie's. And do you watch her? Are you aware of her? She's really popular on YouTube, and supposedly her method works. There are a lot of other people that have YouTube channels that have tried her method, and they compound and confirm that her method works. So yeah, I'm on that bandwagon, and that's another change with me, because for a very long time, for years, like maybe close to like 10 years, I was an electric toothbrush user, but now I'm into floss toothbrushes and manual toothbrushes, and this change just came about this past month. Another change that I've incorporated, or that I'm adding to my skincare routine, is using amlactin at night. After I wash my face, I do apply amlactin like Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 3 times a week, and I alternate it with like my the ordinary retinol. So on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I'll use the ordinary retinol, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll use amlactin. And I learned about amlactin through Dr. Dre on YouTube. And did you know that there's also, this is the 12%, I think, but there's also, I use this at night because, you know, like it's kind of like, you know, because of all the exposure, the sun, the rays. So I use this at night, not in the mornings. So another thing that I wanted to share is I am a freak. I am a sunscreen freak. It's a must. It's a must in my skincare routine. So one that I did order off of Amazon is this Korean brand. It's called Derma B, and it's an everyday sunblock, and this is SPF 50. It's broad spectrum, and it has this is what it looks like, and it has a nice scent to. It's a Korean brand, and it supposedly has these scents, these fragrance notes in it, and it's I did get it off of Amazon, and I will share the review how many stars here. I mean, don't just take my word for it. It's take the word of hundreds of other people that have used it and have left their ratings, and it feels pretty thick and greasy, which is how I. And it smells nice. It has a light fragrance, not strong at all. So yeah, because I'm just really wanting to stock up on my sunscreen because the island is, it's tropical, humid. It's always in the mid 80s. It's always 82, 84 degrees, but very humid, very, very similar to Florida weather. Very similar to Florida weather. So, and I always keep like, I have sunblock like on my door, my car door, and when I get in there, I just apply sunblock like all over, on my neck, everywhere, and on my legs. When I get in the car, while I'm sitting in there warming up my car, I'm just slathering sunblock all over, especially now that we're getting, now that we are in this warmer weather transition. I was with Celine, and I did share that I got them the Pura Vida bracelet subscription. I got them the Pura Vida bracelet subscription monthly, and the girls loved it. They got 5 bracelets, and Celine will share her review here. When I went to the Pura Vida site, or I can't remember, it might have been through there. There were a lot of reviews that were kind of disappointed in regards to the subscription. A lot of them mentioned that they were getting the same colors every month. With that subscription, and that was very disappointing for them. But this is the girls' first month, so we'll see what type of bracelets they get next month. But Celine and Callista loved their bracelets that they got. So, which bracelet was with your Pura Vida subscription? Oh, this pink one?
Both of them.
Oh, both of them were from the Pura Vida.
I got gold
yeah.
with blue with white and pink, and I got pinks.
Ooh, those are pretty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
And then I got Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Yummy. Jersey Mike's is good. Some good stuff. Some good shit, girl. Memorial Day, my baby and I just stayed home, celebrated it here. We grilled. We did surf and turf grill. He got steaks and shrimp, and we grilled. And then I got this party inflatable duck. It's huge, for $20 at Five Below, because Five Below is just fun. I mean, I love that store. And he inflated it for me, and I just lounged in there with I filled it with Tahitian vanilla, Walmart brand bubble bath. I wanted to get Epsom flakes, so that I could soak in it, and maybe that's what I'll do next time. I know I say a lot, and I'm sorry. I know it's probably annoying. I'm sorry. I'll try to not say it as much. I apologize. I soaked in that bubble bath while he watched the NASCAR race, and there was a tribute to Kyle Busch, and that was really sad. He watched the NASCAR race. I soaked in my tub. My bathing suit that day was one from Shein. I loved it. I loved the colors. I loved the fit. It's high cut and it does, end up in your butt. So if that's not your type of thing, then this wouldn't be the bathing suit for you. But I loved it. I'll share pictures of me in that bathing suit just so you can see how good that bathing suit is. But I also wanted to share, like, some women, like most women on YouTube, like they don't want to show their bodies in a bathing suit or in a bikini. They're kind of like conscious or modest. It's not that they don't look good, they're like just modest about it. And I don't get it. Like, there's nothing wrong with showing your body in a bathing suit. There's nothing wrong in it at all. And like, this is my daughter in a bikini, and this is a bikini set from Walmart, and this was taken just this past week, her also at the beach with my grandson, enjoying the tropical island vibes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with women in bikinis and bathing suits. So this is my body in a bathing suit, and I know, like, personally for me, I feel good. I think I look good, but still, I'm not, my fashion style is not wearing body, like, form-fitting dresses, and just form-fitting dresses. Like, as long as I know what my body looks like, I don't care. I'll give me a frumpy dress, give me a loose fitting, comfortable, maxi, airy, loose dress. Like, that's my love. That's what I love, versus like something that's like form fitting. I personally, for me, I don't need to wear something form fitting that shows my curves in order for me to feel good. But there's nothing wrong in a woman that does. I mean, if that's what gives her confidence. I wanted to share today's outfit with you. So this is what I'm wearing. My top and my bottom, they are both from Ross Dress for Less. I love the brown colors. I love these gauze shorts. They're kind of like billowy, and they're kind of like Free People inspired. I just love it. It's just so comfortable. Today, I am wearing the spondylus necklace with it. This is another one. This I did get from my daughter. She got this from the islands during her last visit. And it's spondylus, but it's on a gold chain. And my earrings are kind of like tortoise. My bangles are also kind of like turtle shell inspired, which are very, very much my culture, very much have a deeper meaning for me. This is very cultural for me, the spondylus, the turtle shell. This is also from Shein. This is a very old purchase. I purchased this in Oregon, when I was living in Oregon, like three years ago, and it's beautiful. I love it. It's timeless. These bangles are also a Shein purchase years ago while I was living in Oregon, and they're still, I mean, $3, $2, and they're still in very good condition. Definitely got my cost per wear out of these Shein products. Did you hear that Shein bought Everlane? And I do have two piercings on each ear. I have two piercings. The second piercing I got when I was much older. I got like 10 years ago. But my original piercings were when I was, I think, 6 or 7 years old. And I remember, and my piercings, so my mom took me to her aunt on the island who was a nurse. And you have to remember, this is a very remote island, back in the 70s. And what my grand aunt did was she took a couple of ice cubes, and she used the ice cubes to numb my earlobe. And then she lit like a lighter or a candle
and she lived happily ever